The fate of Justin Fields' starting quarterback role hangs in the balance as the New York Jets prepare to face the Carolina Panthers. With the Jets' record at 0-6, Fields' recent performance has been under intense scrutiny. After a disastrous game against the Broncos, where he faced 9 sacks and the offense accumulated a staggering -10 passing yards. The question on everyone's mind is whether Fields will retain his starting position when the Jets take on the Panthers on Sunday. Coach Aaron Glenn has stood by Fields, defending his performance and refusing to consider a bench warming. However, the pressure is mounting, and the Jets' struggles cannot be ignored. If Fields continues to struggle against the Panthers, Glenn may have no choice but to turn to backup quarterback Tyrod Taylor. Despite the mounting pressure, Glenn remains steadfast in his support for Fields. He acknowledges the team's challenges, but emphasizes the need for patience and understanding. Glenn believes that Fields' recent performance was a step back after a promising start, and he is confident that Fields can turn things around. One of the key topics of discussion this week has been Fields' decision-making and timing when throwing the ball. There have been calls for Fields to be more aggressive in taking shots downfield, and he has agreed, acknowledging his conservative approach. "I feel like I've been a little bit too conservative in a sense," Fields said. "Probably just be a little bit more aggressive. I've always just been big on ball security and not putting the ball in jeopardy. But it comes to a point where you just gotta find that healthy balance between trying to maybe fit it in smaller windows and just letting it rip." The Panthers, on the other hand, are riding a wave of momentum after their impressive win over the Cowboys last week, improving their record to 3-3. They are seeking to extend their winning streak to 3 games for the first time since 2021. However, they have struggled on the road this season, with a 0-3 record away from home. The Jets and Glenn are desperate for their first win, to silence the critics and turn the team's fortunes around. Despite the challenges, Glenn remains undeterred and focused on building a solid foundation for the team's future success. As the Jets prepare for the Panthers, the question of Fields' starting role will continue to dominate the conversation, with the team's fate hanging in the balance.